Jalen Hurts got $51 million per season, guaranteed at $179 million. $51 million. Is Jalen Hurts a guy that you would pay $51 million a year to be your starting quarterback?
Yeah, because he took you to the Super Bowl. And you either have one or you don't. And you don't want to be Baltimore with Lamar Jackson.
Well, there is a lot of that.
It really is that simple. I don't think it's like you don't need to say anything. Like literally, it's hey, do you want to be in the Lamar situation or do you not? And if you don't, here's how much it's going to cost you. Because I agree with the Schefters and the Field Yateses of the world and all the insiders in the NFL talking about the fact that this is cyclical, man. Every single year, someone's up next. And you have a decision to make. And yeah, there's going to be 3 years from now, some dude is going to be making $70 million guaranteed or some ridiculous, $350 million guaranteed, 70 a year. Like we're going to get to those numbers in the NFL for quarterbacks. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But the problem is you have to now prove your worth. You can't be, in my opinion, Dak was the last guy who got a deal when he was not exactly proven. You knew what he'd do in the regular season, but is that money going to get you a Super Bowl? With Jalen, you can say, yeah, he's going to take us to the Super Bowl. We didn't win it, but at least we got there.
But the other thing that's spectacular, Jalen Hurts has a $19.7 million cap hit. Whereas Patrick Mahomes has an $86 million cap hit. Dak Prescott, 86. Deshaun Watson, 83. Cap hits over the next 2 seasons. His is 19.
I'd love to see how they're working that cap because
it's the way that it's structured. When you look at the bonus money and you look at what's guaranteed and the way they set that up, I just think it's deferred. I think it's absolutely remarkable the way that he structured that deal. And his cap hit over the next 4 seasons, 6.15, 13.5, 21.7, 31.7. Which, how about Daniel Jones of the Giants? 21 million this year, 45 million, 39.5, 56.5.
Yeah.
I mean, it's remarkable for a guy who had a record-breaking Super Bowl in his efficiency. And you look at the numbers that he has put up. And we had a huge fight over this in the members only chat on Instagram, which, by the way, if you are not a member of the program, you absolutely should be a member of the program. Join right there. $9.99 gets you into our members only group on Instagram. But you can also join for $1.99 a month.
Yeah.
So hook it up. Oh, Mr. Tinfoil Man, why don't you upload anymore, dude?
Why?
What's up with that? That sucks. But you look at Jalen, and my simple question is, are you guys comfortable paying Jalen Hurts $179 million guaranteed? I totally am. I have no problem considering what he has been through and where he has been. The numbers that he put up, I think it's nothing short of staggering. And I think that Jalen Hurts has earned every penny of that money.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you. Like I said, I mean, I think I think he's earned it. I think that Jalen Hurts is everything you'd want in a quarterback, dude. And I think that he, again, is exemplifying the fact that you need to be able to run, but you should be a pass-first guy and only run when you have to. And I think that, again, is guys like Lamar who run first, you're not going to get paid because owners are seeing through that now. It's become the norm to call it out. Hey, if you're only going to play, what did Buddy in Atlanta say? You're only going to play 7-8 games a year for me. You're not worth.
That's right.
You're not worth all that money. And I think that's the thing with Jalen is he's got the hammer. He can say, yes, Super Bowl. Yes, I've played all those games. Yes, I'm the leader of this team. No, I have not been in trouble off the field. Yes, I am a professional of the highest level. Like he can say all that stuff.
And he's healthy.
Yeah.
Although,
dude.
Did you hear he had ankle surgery?
Yeah.
To remove the hardware from that high ankle sprain in 2018. But we'll see. I think it's an interesting signing.
But I think it's 100% yes. You needed to pay Jalen Hurts, no doubt.
Yeah, I think it's a great move. Jalen Hurts or Joe Burrow?
Long term, I think I'd probably rather have Joe. But right now, the next 2-3 seasons, yeah, I think you got to stay with Jalen.
Because I think Jalen Hurts is an elite passer now.
Yeah.
He's absolutely elite. I
wonder Who has more ability to carry a bad, or not a bad team, an average offense? Because that, I think, is really fascinating when you look at it. Because you're right, Jalen is an elite passer. But we know that Joe Burrow's been there every year. Jalen's been there once. That's my question.
Donnie and Jalen Brunson are going to punch each other in the face all night long.
And I'm here for it.
This is going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Justin Herbert.
No, he's not on their level yet. He's
Daniel
not.
Jones.
No. Nope.
Justin Fields, of course.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow are on a level all their own.
Yeah.
Greg Hawkins says, I'd rather have Jalen Hurts for $51 million a season than Daniel Jones for $40 with a $21 million cap hit. Well, hey, Mahomes is my guy, Katie Rader says. Well, Rader, you got a pretty good guy.
He's head and shoulders the best guy in the league right now. I mean, even with Jalen, the way he's playing, Patty is the best guy in the league. I just don't think we can dispute that anymore.
Well, and that he wanted to play, that he wanted to play injured and did play injured and won a Super Bowl injured, I think is spectacular.
It's outstanding.
Julius Randle was just very Julius Randle.
Yeah.
He has Jalen Brunson wide open in the corner. Instead, dropped it back to Mitchell Robinson, who gets called for a charge.
Yeah.
Kick your best player. The best player in the series is open in the corner. Give it to him. Give it to him. And they won't do it. Unbelievable. Let's see. Mike Maples says Jimmy took San Francisco to the Super Bowl. He's not that guy. I worry Hurts won't live up to that contract.
Yeah, but what's the difference, though, Mike?
But you're not wrong.
Well, I think you have to put context to that, though. Yes, he did go to the Super Bowl. Yes, but the difference is he's a system guy. The system made Brock who he is.
Well, no, you're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, I'm talking about Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, sure. Jimmy is a good quarterback, but when we
Jimmy Garoppolo put the 49ers in position, Brock Purdy took him there. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if Brock Purdy doesn't make the plays he made.
The problem, though, is if you're a guy like Brock Purdy now current day, with everything that's happened, the injury, Jimmy's moving on, whatever. Now, current day, if you're Brock Purdy, you're not going to be able to leverage the organization for a big contract. Let's say you did go to the Super Bowl, and let's say you actually won the Super Bowl. I still think you wouldn't get 50 a year.
I agree.
Because you're leaning on the system. It's when you have a system like Shanahan's, that is an immediate get out of jail free card for an owner not to pay you, right? But with Jalen or with Joe Burrow or basically all the other guys in the league, they can say, yes, I am the one who audibled. I'm the one who chose to play. I'm the one doing this. So I just think it's different.
Mark Klee, are you still taking cold showers, Monty? I took actually during the colonoscopy prep last week. It's been difficult because now that we're doing afternoons, I flip my schedule. So I work out in the morning. And I don't take cold showers after a workout. It kills your gains. So I haven't been taking as many, but last week when I was feeling terrible, I took a cold shower and it got rid of my headache and it just pepped me up.
Yeah.
I think it's the reason, although my God, that Thursday morning was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Michael Peck. Hurts won me my fantasy league. Pay the man.
Yeah,
well,
dude.
I mean, there you go. Apocalypse Sow says Tinfoil Man actually has 50,000 subs.
Yes,
That's awesome.
he does, dude.
Good for you, Tinfoil Man. That's awesome. I don't hate on guys.
Yeah.
Like, I love guys that have success and can do what they do. Like, I don't have any problem with it. I just,
their success is not our failure, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I think people forget.
I think a lot of people forget that. Fear the Deer says, Jake, you insult me every day with your lack of NBA knowledge, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm no James Knight, but I'll do.
Dave Patrick, you said you use your logic when you see things. Then where is your logic with the Big Ten adding any Pac-12 teams when it would cost every Big Ten school? We've talked about this 100 times.
Yeah,
today.
dude. You're like
what we said was there's only two ways. There's only two ways for the Big Ten to add teams. Go to your current TV partners and say, hey, we have an opportunity to add Oregon, Washington, Stanford, and Cal. Do you want to pony up more money for those four schools? Yes? Okay, great. No? Okay, cool. Are you sure? Yeah, we're sure. Okay. Or you go to a streamer and said, yeah, we're going to need like $500 million a year, which is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Those are your two options. Because there's nobody in the Big Ten that's going to give away a quarter of their check so that you can add those teams. And it'd probably be more than that if you had 4. So I think it's very cut and dry there. That's what I'm saying. Gary says they don't call him Mahomes boy for no reason.
Facts.
Fear the Deer says, I think we need to wrap it up, Monty. Your boy needs some sleep. I hope it's due to extracurricular activities.
I'm good, dude.
He is good.
Yeah,
I think you are good.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Dave Patrick says, where's the logic in Fox paying for schools that add no value or the NFL allowing pack games to go along with NFL games at the same time?
Dude, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like,
first of all, if you add Oregon, Washington, Stanford, and Cal, there's a massive amount of value there. It's a footprint that the Big Ten does not have. It gives you coast-to-coast coverage. It grows your fan base. It adds a revenue stream regionally in the Bay Area, the Northwest, and in Southern California, who you've added already. Now you have a north to south West Coast revenue stream. Complete domination of college football coast to coast. Sorry, you said there's no value there. I disagree with that. Totally. Greg Hawkins says, Dave Patrick, to add to what you said, the bar is so high now with new media deals. Not sure any Pac-12 team clears the bar of at least $70 million per year in terms of value. Well, and I think right out of the gate, you're going to see that Pac-12 teams, Oregon, Washington, Stanford, and Cal, are going to get 50% of a revenue deal if they add to the Big Ten, because you have to earn your way in. It just doesn't matter at this point. If you join the Big Ten, there's no need. There's no pressing need, right? They have to have an appetite to add those teams, those schools. So I think it's a steeper hill to climb than most people realize. Katie Rader says, think about it. Hurts is cheap since they signed him early. Very smart by the Eagles. Yes. And if you're Lamar Jackson, you're dumb. Because you should have signed the $200 million deal last year. By the way, you would have been the highest paid player in the history of the NFL, because I think he probably would have got more on average. Less probably guaranteed, but if he signs now, then you'd have had I think they were offering him $200 million guaranteed. It's really dumb. I don't understand it. Ruff's official. It's funny that people who always criticize billionaires are okay with guys getting paid $50 million a year for throwing a ball. What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't.
I think on this show I routinely say we got to stop criticizing rich people for being rich. B, if you can get paid $50 million to take a shit, go do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Throw a ball, go do that.
Seriously.
Wash windows, go do that. Whatever you can make $50 million at that you're passionate about, go get it. Go and get it. That's what I say. Dave Patrick, if Fox can get some schools in the Big 12 for half the cost, nobody's leaving the Big 12. Why, is that what you mean? Let me reread that. I'm sorry if I jumped the gun. If Fox can get same schools in the Big 12 for half the cost, that's logical and good business. Well, I see what you mean. But the problem is Fox is not in control of football. ESPN controls Big 12 football. Fox controls Big 12 basketball. A. B. I don't believe that there's a single team in the Pac-12 that wants to join the Big 12. Now, that's different than will. I don't believe there's a single team in the Pac-12 that's like, oh, man, I cannot wait to be a member of the Big 12. Hey, man, I tell you motherfuckers something. Stillwater, Oklahoma in October.
I'm going to say this again.
Talk about a moonlight sonata. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Nobody wants to join the Big 12 from the Pac-12. They're too arrogant, right? Will they? Yeah, sure they will. Do they want to? They don't. That's just me. Fear the Deer says, wow, Mr. Tinfoil Man is actually legit. He has 50,000 subs. Okay. Hey, your wife is hot. Okay. That's cool. Fear the Deer said, hard to believe your comments seem irrational. Okay. Gary says, you can't leave USC and UCLA out there by themselves. You need more teams to help them out. You need travel partners.
Yeah. It's going to happen, bro. It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. Greg Hawkins says, Gary, I'm less convinced about the whole they're on an island line nowadays. There are no schools that would make travel that much easier for them. Washington is still 1,100 miles away. Well, I think, though, that when you can stay in the same time zone, you truly can keep your routine and just sleep in a different bed. If you are USC and you got to go play Rutgers, there's nothing routine about that. If you are UCLA and you got to go play Michigan, there's nothing routine about that. That's the reality of it, right? But that's just me. I think if you look at the likelihood of teams joining the Big Ten, I mean, I think it's likely Oregon and Washington get that deal done.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's possible that Stanford and Cal join them. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I think that the Big Ten is finally getting a new commissioner. Kevin Warren works for the Chicago Bears now. I mean, I just think there's a lot of unknown. Katie Rader would like to clarify it's Stillwater, Oklahoma. My bad.
Sorry if you're offended by that.
My bad. He peed in his own
water.
Yeah,
can you get the nomenclature right?
1,100 is a whole lot better than Minnesota or Ohio or Iowa or Michigan. Nobody wants to go to the state of Iowa. Nobody.
What?
God bless you, Ames. Nobody wants to go to the state of Iowa. Spangler says strategery.
Okay.
Okay, you want to play Stratego? We could live stream that. Curtis D316. Jim Williams tweeted this morning that Big Ten adding any Pac-12 school is not at the top of the new commissioner's list, and I would agree with him. I just think they have bigger fish to fry right now.
Yeah.
And there's no impetus to do that. There's nothing that's like, oh, my God, we have to add them.
The TV deal offer needs to be announced. Once that happens, then you have leverage.
Then Canzano will get his dominoes to fall over.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's when that
Oh,
happens.
my God, just like that. Oh.
Katie Rader says Colorado and Arizona.
It could be.
I just think Colorado with Prime is never going to be hotter than they are now, right? I don't think so. I mean, he's got so much momentum. He's done such a wonderful job building that program without ever having played a game. Program. My bad. My bad. But, I mean, he's done such a good job without they haven't even snapped a football.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, they haven't snapped a football there. And he's got more momentum in that program than they've ever had.
A video of him feeding a bison or a buffalo is doing mad business for them.
Jesus, dude, did you guys see the video Shedeur Sanders?
Yes.
The mic'd up video?
Yes.
Like, that stuff is, the only other school I know that's doing that is BYU.
Yeah.
Like, he brought his own videographer with them, and now all of a sudden Colorado, who nobody gave a damn about a year ago, all of a sudden they're doing all kinds of multimedia. They're doing all kinds of Instagram and Snapface and, face snap and stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Tom says, can we do members only fantasy league? We can if you want. Gary says, like Iowa holds any water in that conference, LOL. Iowa. I don't hate Iowa. I know people in Iowa. But, Greg Hawkins says there are also schools like Iowa who seem really opposed to adding Pac-12 schools. They didn't even want the LA schools. Interesting dynamic in Big Ten country.
Totally.
It really is.
Totally.
I think that's a great point.
Yeah.
I think that is a great point. Greg also says they hold as much water in that conference as we do in ours. Their opinion still matters. They're on the inside. They are. But, man, I can tell you, Utah just has no desire to join the Big 12. I think very little to none.
But, Greg, isn't the difference between Utah and Iowa the fact that Utah is actually good?
But nobody wants to talk about that. How did I become the Utah Ute evangelist?
Well, if you ask certain Utah boosters, they think you hate Utah. So, I mean, I'm not really sure which side of the coin you're on here.
Stop it.
I'm just trying to be unbiased, down the middle.
Yeah. I love the people who are like, I don't listen to your show. Okay, then why are you tweeting about the things we say on our show?